Hello, basketball coaches and basketball players. My name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about some basic sideline inbounds plays that you can run with a younger youth basketball team. Let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so first, in this first play, what we're going to be having is player 4 setting a screen down for player 2, and player 5 is going to be setting up a screen for player 1. Both these players are going to be popping out towards the 3-point line. Now, what we're hoping to have is player 1 to be open to get that pass. If he is not, he needs to continue out this way and player 2 will take his spot. Either way, this top section is going to be looking the exact same. At this point, we can set up our offense, or if you want, we can have player 1 pass to player 2, or player 2 to set a screen for player 1, and player 1 using that screen and popping out towards this left side. Either way, we are going to get a basketball right here. Meanwhile, player 5 is going to be setting up a screen for player 3. Player 4 is also going to be setting up a screen for player 3. Player 3 is going to pop through, and player 3 can set up a shot from either this mid-range or 3-point line area. So whether or not he's a great 3-point shooter, he can pop out and take that shot. Okay, so again, a second play that is a box inbounds. These are very simple plays. You would generally use these against a man-to-man defense. So what we're going to have here is players 5 and 4, setting a screen across for players 1 and 2. Player 1 is going to come over, cut across the free throw line, extend, and player 2 is going to go down towards this corner. Now, if the ball goes towards this corner, we need to either have player 2 dribble the ball out or take that shot. Generally, in my mind, if he's popping over here and he's the only one open, he needs to take that shot. However, player 1 gets that ball. We're going to now have player 3 run inbounds. We're going to have player 5 set a screen for player 3. Player 3 is going to use that screen wherever player 3's defender is. He's either going to go underneath or over top. And then what we're going to have is player 3 or player 1 either setting up the offense with player 3 on that side or whatever may happen, or if player 3 can pop over towards the elbow if it's a younger player or out towards the 3-point line, he can get himself open for a quick shot. Now, if that's an option that we can run, 100% run it. If not, player 1 can then set up the offense and we can go from there. Now, if the other team is running a zone type of defense, like a 2-3 as an example, what we can do, because generally speaking in a 2-3 they're not going to be going outside of the 3-point line, we can have our players set up in whatever kind of offense that we're about to run, and we can just have player 1 pop out here, and now he's got the ball. It's very nice and simple, and now we can run in, we can set up our offense, and we can have whatever is going to go on. Or if it matters, if they're actually going to play us tight, what I want to see happen is have 2 players up top. I want to see player 1 screening that closer zone player so that player 2 can get himself the inbounds pass. Player 1 can then move off. Either player 2 or player 1 can set up your offense. That is only if we're playing up against a zone defense, because that will definitely not work against a man-to-man defense. Okay, so now in this next play, this is a great and fun play that we used to like to run when I was in grade 7 and grade 8. This is a lot of fun to run. So we can have player 1. He's going to start in the back, and he's going to be the one that's going to be he's going to be basically the one who's going to be getting that ball. And what we want is player 1 to weave in between players 5 and 4 and pop out towards this side. Meanwhile, what we're hoping for is player 1 to get caught somewhere in between, these players 5 and 4 being totally still. When player 1 pops down towards this left side, at the same time, I want player 2 popping towards the half-court line. Now, what I want to see happen is if player 1 gets that ball, he should be open to get that layup. If he's not open, player 2 is going to get that ball. Player 1 is going to set up wherever he needs to set up, but I need him out of the way because next is going to be players 4 and 5 setting a screen for player 3. Player 2 is going to pass player 3 the ball, and he's going to drive down towards the rim. Now, if none of that's open, player 2 is going to set up the offense, whatever our offense may be. If it's a 5-out, 4-out, whatever it is, he's going to be the one setting it up. Player 1 was the option to get a quick basket, and player 3 is the third option, essentially, to get a nice open layup. Now, in this final play that I'm going to show you, what we're going to have is player 1 popping out towards the half-court line. We're then going to have player 4 popping towards the baseline. If one of those players are open, go for passing him the ball. We're then going to have player 5 turn around. Player 2 is going to run towards the ball, and he's going to be our third option. So option 1 is player 1. Option 2 is player 4 cutting towards the rim and may have a nice easy pass for that layup. Or option 3 is player 2 cutting towards the ball so that he can receive that inbounds pass. Now we can set up our offense. I hope that these plays are easy enough for your team to run. If they are, let us know in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you guys again later on today for the second video of the day.